They put those guys in some different roles than they're used to during the regular season to get them comfortable and see what they're capable of.
Veteran NBA ref J.T. Orr tosses it up, working with Greg Dandridge. They have you with us on the sideline. We'll be joined by 3D Dennis Scott momentarily. Shane Whittington blocked away by Diallo, but stays with the play.
Job here both offensively in his decision-making and defensively heading up as Whittington slips inside on the baseline out-of-bounds play to score his second bucket of the game.
Know that. Bertans, well short, but right back to the shooter. BRYN Forbes, 23-year-old from Lansing, Michigan, that was typical RC view from behind the play. Little 5-on-4 action. Forbes is showing Brent a really good handle in summer league play and a pretty good stroke from Olivier Hanley. That was the highest score that we had in summer league, 105. The reverse, well done. We talked about the handle.
Signed Drew Holiday with a big contract, $128 million. And Coach Gentry's looking for a big-time backup that can score and shoot the basketball.
Don't forget his first 2 years were at Western Michigan.
And Brent, correct me if I'm wrong, Spurs' system is the point guard comes out on the floor.
You get to be a little more creative in transition, but once you're in the half court, a lot gets presented to you.
Good look set up by Jalen Jones last year. And also had some time at the end of the season with the New Orleans Pelicans. Forbes off the rub as going to the line. No foul. So Patty Mills re-signed by the San Antonio Spurs. As Jones gets inside, they're letting him play. A good thing.
A lot more than basketball being talked about during that season in Sacramento.
There were interesting dynamics going on. Good looking stroke outside. Derek White
played against the Celtics. We're all like, that's the old Rondo. But to the conversation, you say right away, we know Drew Holiday can play some too, can shoot it, but I want the ball in Drew Holiday's hand.
And yeah, he went to the D-League, he watched the Windy City Bulls, and then he came back and he did what he did in the playoffs. But overall, I don't know if it was the most positive experience there. 3 years, maybe 4 seasons of that for the Pelicans.
Well, they only need one more, and good look.
And available. And Kyle Anderson on the roster. There's still some things the Spurs need to shore up. They don't need to shore up possessions like that.
And a guy who had some games in a couple of years with the New Jersey, now Brooklyn Nets. Putback is there. Keith Benson timed it beautifully.
Didn't even get started with the type of wings and length that they have to get going.
Diallo going to the hole. And the blocking foul is going to present the three-point opportunity. First lead for the New Orleans Pelicans out of the timeout with a 30-29 advantage. BRYN Forbes, a world of confidence.
He's been extremely impressive, and a lot of those scoring opportunities have been just that, off the dribble, as Diallo does a great job on the roll, collecting and finishing there.
And right on line again. Tried to track it, so advantage. Check Diallo. An elite athlete getting better as a basketball player by the rep.
A heck of a performance. A one-point victory for the Lakers late, and Lonzo Ball was sensational.
Yes, he's already got the court awareness. There's Quinn Cook again. The Summer League, try to share it like he has. Forbes, wrong foot. Almost went for him. And it's Whittington on the putback.
Because we're old. And Judd is absolutely unreal. Buttery hands, great passer in the back row.
He has lost a thing.
Not a thing to the game. He has no problem with that.
I'm the vet compared to you guys. Inside it goes, big to big. Benson receiving from Diallo. It was an interesting season to say the least, and obviously they had injuries and a very slow start. Diallo starts it off the way they kind of finished the second half.
Oh, good job just slipping it through.
Sick.
But that, you saw the double save, right? He threw it to a guy who was going out of bounds.
Jalen Jones may be the quietest that nobody's talking about right now for New Orleans.
Well, he's an interesting prospect. The Forbes tees up another three.
Man.
That is what he has to show at the guard position, right? Handle the ball, make decisions off the pick and roll. It's not just going to be about spotting up.
Quinn Cook accepts the contact. Jones with a rebound this time, though. So pace is there with these two teams. And how about head over the shoulder slingshot?
The circus. And this was circus. How about that? Flipping it with the left hand. I don't think he had an eye on the rim whatsoever. The left one senior prospect, and we know in the past 4 or 5 years there have been a lot of those. Been a lot of young kids, but definitely the best senior coming out of this year's draft, and the Spurs grabbed him. Averaged 7 minutes and 30 seconds for the games that he played.
He played a lot.
And then comes out. He's an interesting prospect for sure.
Reminds me of Ibaka when he came into the league. A Gazelle when he came into the league. Quinn Cook, sweet stroke.
Come here and play, and it's been interesting to watch him play a lot of the point guard for the Chicago Bulls here, and Coach Randy Brown for their summer league squad. He's got to think about the opportunity.
Tough guard. He was kind of a human bowling ball guard. He could handle it. On the run, O'Neal. Wow. And he's going to the free throw line.
Always a good start to be with you, Joel.
It's been about time.
It's been a long time.
It has, a couple of years. And last time was summer league together.
Lead to start the fourth.
Cook picks up the loose stuff, sees it on the trail. Good read, Jalen Jones out of the corner of his eye. He saw that at half court. Man, quick hands of Cousins almost takes it away. Blossom game got it back for Hanlon. And Olivier has looked good from the beginning.
One off an offensive rebound there. It looked like a potential steal, but cashes in.
Dropped by Cook. Beautiful little drop on the bounce. So 7's a lot, man. He's on to the races. The ball was poked away. Trying to create space. Time left for San Antonio. An eternity. 8.5 left in regulation. And it's Derek White making it a 9-point contest. At the game, he is now 7 of 19 after that miss. And Blossom game in traffic, handled it very well. Deep into the shot clock now. And on his way down, good shove in the back by Diallo, and he got away with it. Forbes. And a tough break.
You don't know. Maybe Diallo just running out and sprinting in that way made him think about the shot and he ended up missing. If he starts to feel it, Joel, that he might take over a few possessions here and try to get the Spurs back on top before this is said and done.
Cook has it taken away. The length of Whittington paid off. To come with the kids, you've got 8 games a day. And this is nirvana for basketball fans. That's Ledbetter on the spin.
And Joel, on the other side of things, for Quinn Cook, this is great. Set up the offense, get guys into good possessions. Young trying to find Diallo. That's a tough handle and another turn.
Yeah. It's down to the wire with 3.5 to play. On the deflection, Jones. And the foul from behind on the young man who gave it away, which they do there on the trap at the sideline. And Jean Charles, he'll get it.
Tough shot there.
And on the run out, Jones for 3. Got it. And we talked about the expanded range he's shown in summer league play.
The two teams.
Cook and the extra pass. Jones on the run out. He's going to the rim.
You know he's going. Catching, putting his head down, and that time doing a great job of getting right to the middle.
My Blossom game off the volleyball. Now shot clock down to 10. And Hanlon. Make it Derek White rather. Blocked out. 28th or 29th. They've gotten used to it.
It's really a good sign that you're picking that late, right, Joel?
You're used to it now. One of the few times of the second half. Forbes waits for the pick. It'll be a triple. He's got it. 3-point lead for the Spurs.
Forbes, left side, great balance, collects. One of the few times that he didn't get to the seams on the ball, but it seems like it didn't matter. 3 on the way, and the Spurs up.
Turnover? No. It got out. Shot clock coming down on the runner for Tupain. High off the glass. Now they got to play the foul game if they can't get the steal.
The ball works its way around the perimeter, and Tupain with a tough runner over the top of White, who had the hand up. Look how soft this is coming down, though, Joel.
Cook stays in the front court and loses it. Now it's over. What did I say about the first 2 games? They gave them away with turnovers. Now I don't think you need to foul. And that'll do it. It'll count for Quinn Cook. But it's a win for the San Antonio Spurs.